Arakashiyus, Lucy and the Quiet Between the Pines. A cozy bedtime story. Every morning, just as the forest began to wake, Lucy would step onto the small wooden porch of her cabin. The air was cool and gentle, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth. She wrapped her hands around a warm mug of tea, breathing in the steam as soft mist drifted lazily between the towering trees. Time felt different here, slower, kinder. The world beyond the forest seemed far away, as if it belonged to another life entirely. Here, mornings were unhurried. Lucy would sit quietly, listening to birdsong echo through the trees, allowing her thoughts to settle like leaves on still water. After breakfast, she would open her notebook and write. Sometimes words flowed easily. Other days, she simply sat and watched sunlight filter through the branches, trusting that inspiration would come when it was ready. In the evenings, Lucy's cabin glowed warmly from within. She curled up beside the fireplace, the gentle crackle of burning logs filling the room with comfort. The flames danced slowly, painting soft shadows along the walls as Lucy read, reflected, or simply rested. Solitude had once been her sanctuary, a place to breathe, a place to heal. But one afternoon, the calm forest sky began to change. Dark clouds rolled in quietly at first, gathering strength as the wind whispered through the pines. By nightfall, a storm had arrived, strong and sudden. Rain struck the cabin roof in steady rhythms, while thunder rumbled low and distant. Lucy stayed indoors, wrapped in a blanket, listening as the storm passed through the forest like a restless traveler. When morning finally came, the world felt washed clean. Branches lay scattered across the forest floor. Leaves glistened with rain. The air was fresh, cool, and alive. Lucy stepped outside to assess the damage, moving slowly along the narrow path beside her cabin. That was when she saw it. Curled beneath a fallen branch was a small fox. Its russet fur was damp and matted, its breathing shallow and unsure. Dark eyes watched Lucy carefully, filled with fear, but also exhaustion. Lucy knelt down, her movements gentle and calm. She spoke softly, not expecting the fox to understand, but hoping her voice might carry reassurance. Carefully, she freed the fox from the branch and wrapped it in her coat. The fox trembled at first, then slowly grew still. Inside the cabin, Lucy created a warm space by the fire. She cleaned the fox's wounds and stayed close through the night, offering quiet companionship. Days passed, then weeks. The fox grew stronger, exploring the cabin with cautious curiosity. It would nap near the fireplace during the day and wait patiently by the door in the mornings. Soon, it began following Lucy along forest paths as she walked, gathered herbs, or searched for quiet places to write. Together, they moved through the woods in peaceful silence. Leaves crunched softly beneath their steps. Sunlight spilled across moss-covered stones. Lucy noticed something shifting within her. The quiet no longer felt empty. It felt shared. As the seasons changed, the forest transformed. Greens faded into golds and ambers. Cool mornings gave way to crisp evenings filled with the scent of wood smoke. Lucy's writing deepened. Her stories grew warmer, fuller, woven with themes of trust, patience, and unexpected connection. The fox remained by her side, a silent reminder that even in solitude, life could surprise her with companionship. One morning, as autumn settled fully into the forest, the fox paused at the edge of the trees. It turned back, meeting Lucy's gaze. She understood. Some connections are not meant to be held tightly. They are meant to be honored. The fox disappeared into the forest, its presence lingering like a gentle memory. Lucy stood quietly for a moment, then returned to her cabin. That evening, as the fire crackled softly and the forest settled into sleep, Lucy smiled. The cabin was still a place of solitude, but now it was also a sanctuary of growth, where stories were shaped by the wild, and the heart learned that connection often arrives when we least expect it. Lucy closed her notebook, blew out the lamp, and rested, surrounded by the quiet comfort of the pines. And slowly, peacefully, the forest drifted into dreams. Thank you for listening to DreamNest Stories. If this story brought you calm, please like, subscribe, and return for more cozy bedtime tales. Sleep gently and good night.